Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I think you know Sarah.
Yeah.
She's with me. Okay, alright. So, I believe you need help on linear equation.
Yes.
Alright. So, let me introduce you to linear equation in one variable. You need help on that. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So, let's do some experimentation. Okay. Unfortunately, my son is not going to join this class. He has actually any time for him. Alright. Okay. So experimentation means guess what number 1 plus 1 equals to 3. 2. Do you know what is the relation? You said 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, right? So how do you make sense of 1 and 3? How you get 2?
3 minus 1.
3 minus 1. So we say x is 3 minus 1, which is 2. Even though I believe you understand this already, but we are going to repeat this, right? So this is the first example. So the method here, I just move it to the other side. So what happened if x minus 1 equal to 3? What minus 1 equal to 3?
4.
Yes, I need to, okay, right. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So how you get 4 if negative 1 and 3? So you have to plus add. X equals 3 plus 1, which is 4. How about if 3 times y equals 12?
3 times 9. No. 4.
3 times 4. How, what is the relationship between 3 and 12 to get 4?
Times.
What times what?
Times 4.
What times 4? That is your guessing.
Oh, 3 times 4.
3 times 4 is your guessing. So I want you to relate between 3 and 12 and has to be 4. Is it 12 minus 3 equals to 4?
12 divide 3.
12 divided by 3. And what divide by 3 equals to 12?
4.
If you say,
Oh,
do you have calculator?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say 4, try to divide 4 with 3. Do you get 12?
No.
No.
36.
36. So x, how do you get 36? Is it your guessing?
Times. 12 times
12
3.
times 3, which is 36. So what I want to stress here is that if you have plus, you minus. If you have minus, you plus. Okay? So you bring this number to the other side. Positive become negative. Positive 1 become negative 1. Negative 1 become positive 1. This is different because this is also positive but multiplied. This is not multiplied. Okay, this is 3 times x. Then you divide. This is divide, then you times. Okay? Right. So that is the basic. So what happens if you have both of them? I would like you to still guess. There is 3 times what? Plus 4 equals to 13.
Time 3 and then is it unknown or is it times?
I think you know the value of x just now. What is the value that you guessed just now?
Times
Times what?
3.
Times 3. So what I mean is that the value of x is 3. Right? So this is simple, but you have to know how to find, because later you are going to be given complicated equation. So if you know the simple one, and then you know plus become negative, negative become plus, and like, but then when we have both of them, do you know BODMAS?
Yeah.
Okay. BODMAS is how you calculate the order. You put bracket first, you do in the bracket, and you do O stand for power, then you do division and multiplication, whichever comes first, addition and subtraction, whichever comes first. For this one, you do the other way. Instead of doing the bracket, you do the addition or subtraction. I'm talking about moving it to the other side. So you move 4 first. Okay? So 3x equal to 13 minus 4, like that. So you calculate, you get 9. So we have 3x equal to 9. So x equal to 9 over 3. Okay? So plus 4 move become negative 4. But what I want to stress is the way you, why do not you divide by 3 first? Actually, it is possible. But in order to make it easy for you, I'm not going to teach you so many ways. So follow one way, then you will be able to really understand that. Okay. Alright. So similarly, if x over 2 minus 4 equals to 3x. Okay. Now, okay. So we begin with the algebra or the variables on the one side. Now we have a more complicated one. Okay, so what happened here? If you have fractions like this, make it simple. What is simple means you eliminate the fraction. Okay, so the basic is done. Okay, it's just that we are going to cover one by one. Okay, right. So you eliminate the 2 by multiplying by 2. So I'm going to show you multiply by 2, you times 2 every one of them. Something like that. So this one you count. So you have x minus 8 equals 6x. Okay, so this is simplest form, and then you have to find the value of x. How? If you have x on one side, both sides, you bring all this the x to one side. For example, you bring to the left side, so x minus 6x, because it's originally positive, and then equals to 8. Negative 8, you move to the side, become positive 8. So this one is a value that you cannot guess. Okay, because this is involving with fraction. Okay, 8, so x is 8 over negative 5. Okay, so the answer could be in improper fraction, as long as it's simplest. Okay, alright. So you look at some of the examples here. That is at page 1 to 9. That is self-practice 6.1c. Okay, so let's begin with question number 1a. If we have x minus 10 equal to 3, so okay, guide me. So okay, you just look at the question, but we are going to do together for the time being. What do you think? 8.
Yeah.
You mean you are guessing the value of x is 8?
Yeah.
No. I do not want you to guess anymore. I would like you to use all these things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you look at this, negative, you bring to the other side. Not yet. You do not have to use calculator yet. I want you to bring to one side. Make sure if you have this is what we call linear equation in one variable. Okay, variable. So you have to make sure you have the variable on one side and number on one side. So help me. How do you move it?
N equals.
Oh, this is x actually.
X, sorry.
Hmm.
X equals 10 plus 3.
Okay, 10 plus 3 or 3 plus 10, they are equal, no problem. Okay, as long as the symbol are okay like that. Now what is important now is for you to move it correctly. Okay, now B. 4x. So I would like you to help me on how to solve this. So which one that you move first?
The one 4x.
Okay, so
4x
mm-hmm.
equals 1 plus 7.
1 plus 7. Then you calculate. So we have 4x equals to 8. And then you say 4. Okay, so now you move the 4. So x is 8 over 4. And then what happens if the value here is 2? If, for example, is it 4 divided by 2 or 2 divided by 4?
2 divided by 4.
2 divided by 4. Okay, good, very good. Okay, because sometimes students will tend to say, I can divide big number with a smaller number. It doesn't happen now in form 1 and above. Okay, so it could be 1 minus 3. You can subtract a small value with larger value. You can divide by a small value with larger value. Okay, so you have 2 here. And then question C, x over 6 plus 3 equals 5. Okay, so this is just like this. Whenever you see fraction, is it the way that your teacher taught you? Not necessary. Okay, because not necessarily I'm going to you have to solve this way, but I want you to do the easy way. The easy way is that you eliminate the fraction. Okay, so eliminate the fraction. So okay, if look here, I wrote 1 by 1. I multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So what happens is that when the fraction multiplied by 2 here, the fraction is eliminated. So I do not really have to write multiply by 6, multiply by 6, multiply by 6. So what do you think if I multiply by 6 here?
X equals.
No, not yet. You just multiply by everything
Okay,
with.
so n plus 9.
No. 80. Do you understand why is it 80?
3 times 6.
Times 6, yeah. Times 6, yeah, 6 eliminated. Times 6 will be 80. And then 5 times 6 will be?
30.
30. Then what's next?
30 minus 18.
That's correct. 30 minus 18 or negative 18 plus 30. That's the answer. So equals to 12. And then D. We have x plus 8 over 2 equals 9. Okay, so this one is usually will be confusing to students because I will tell you eliminate the fraction 2. What will be the answer?
8.
How about x? Where does it x goes to?
I don't.
Okay. Okay. So this one is the denominator 6 is only for x. So this one denominator 2 is for both of them. So if x over 6 times 6, so become x. So these are both for x plus 8. So it becomes x plus 8. You don't really multiply that. So actually you multiply, but you cut. So, but then 9, you really multiply by 2. So what is it?
18.
So what's next?
18 minus 8.
Minus 8, which is 10. Then for E, we have 3 bracket x plus 2 equals to 5x. Now we have on both sides. After you expand the bracket, then you move everything to one side. Expand the bracket. Do you know how to expand this bracket?
No.
You multiply this outside number with both of them. If inside here is plus or minus. Okay? So 3 times x is
X.
3x times. Okay? So if 3 plus x is 3 plus x, you cannot really add in that sense that 1 plus 3. Okay? So 3 plus x will be 3 plus x. But 3 times x will be 3x. Then 3 times 2
3 times 2
will be 6.
5.
Okay? And then because we have x on one side, both sides, so you move it to one side, whichever side that you like. Usually we bring to left side, and then 6 become positive negative 6. What is 3 minus 5? Is it possible to subtract?
No.
It is possible. Now because the algebra, the variables are the same. But let's say 3 minus 5x, that is not possible. But 3x minus 5x, it is possible. Okay? Just like 3 minus 5. Okay, but there is x, that is negative 2x equals negative 6. So x will be negative 6 over negative 2. Okay? So unlike the minus become plus, because this is division, divide 3 times x, so this is positive 3. So when you divide, still positive 3. So if this is negative 2, so when you divide, still is negative 2. Okay? So the x will be 3. And then you have f. That is 2 over 3x minus 4 equals x plus 1. So eliminate the fraction. That is, help me.
3.
This is 2. So you multiply by 3. So this one, if you multiply, you see fraction, you multiply. So look at here, x over 2 multiplied by 2 become x. Whatever the numerator is. So become
X.
2x. So we multiply by 3 become 2x. This one multiply by 3 become
12.
12. And then this multiply by 3 become
X.
no 3x. Because there is no fraction here. The only thing that okay, let's say this one, because eliminated, okay? Plus 3. Okay? So multiply both all those terms by 3. And then since we have x here and x there, you bring all the x to one side. I bring to the left side. Then 3 plus 12. So we have negative x equals to 15. This is actually negative 1. So just for you to understand, so x will be 15 over negative 1. Actually, you do not have to do this. If negative of x, it will be positive of 15. So x will be negative 15. Any question?
No.
Okay. Alright, so now it's your time to do all those exercises, even though we have done together. Okay, so now for you to look at all the working, and then after you think you can do it on your own, then start doing without looking at the work.
Okay.
Alright, proceed.